The National Crime Bureau reports that in 2023, Illinois had more than 41,000 vehicles stolen. And in 2024, it's still happening. Just last Thursday, a carjacking and aggravated battery happened here on Heartland Community College's campus. Damages were made on the second and third floor, leaving several residents have to worry about where they are sleeping tonight. I'm here off of 900 East and 650 North, where the sheriff and deputies were called to a person lying in a ditch. As they investigated the scene, they soon discovered that it was a dead man lying in a ditch just yesterday morning. The protesters believe the university is supporting genocide. It even says right here, Tarhule supports genocide. Along with all these other writings on the sidewalk, it even says free Gaza and Tarhule. Why is ISU paying for genocide? It's pretty much neck and neck. I want to talk about what's the most important thing here. That's going to be our current 7 swing states: Arizona, Georgia, Michigan, Nevada, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin are what will really determine the outcome of this election. We are seeing a slight change in Pennsylvania towards former President Donald Trump within the last hour. Pennsylvania has shifted toward Donald Trump with about 50% of the total vote counted. After being imprisoned for more than 13 years of a 50-year prison sentence, Alan Beeman was released in 2008 after a unanimous decision by the Illinois Supreme Court. Last night, he described just how altered and impacted his life was from the moment he became a person of interest. Homelessness is an issue everywhere, so Bloomington is no exception. In fact, right outside one of the city's homeless shelters is a homeless camp right behind me. What was supposed to be a weekend celebration of ISU's most popular event, homecoming, turned into a deadly shooting early on Sunday morning. It's been a year since the dismount zones were enforced on campus. However, you may have noticed yourself when walking to class or simply strolling through the field that some people are not following through with the expectations and requirements. Not only is there snow in the air, but clearly love is as well. A reminder that even on the chilliest of days, there's warmth in the hearts of us all. If you missed the opportunity to make some Valentine's Day cards here today, you have the chance to make more here Monday at 2 o'clock. My Valentine's Day card, along with all the others, will be hand-delivered here at the Arc at Normal Nursing Facility, along with Get Well Soon cards at Carl Roman Hospital. At the end of the day, downtown Bloomington is clearly all about businesses supporting other businesses. If you missed Friday events evening, you have the opportunity to come downtown and visit your favorite store or come into a store that you haven't been to before. It was a pleasure getting to speak with the TV10 alums, but thanks to the reunion, I get to witness this very own picture of Kelly and Bob. Any restaurant is capable of making vegan entrees for the community. As we all know, I am sitting in one that was successful in doing so. Right now, several tours are in progress across campus, like the ones behind me. About 100 students and parents are visiting Illinois State to see what it has to offer. It's a pleasure seeing the endless amount of events that the organizations provide here on campus for the students, especially the ones that are advocating for mental health.
Hi, I'm Karen Stauffer, and I'm the owner and photographer at Karen Stauffer Photography.
But not just any kind of photography. Karen offers a particular service that ignites her the most.
Awesome. Love the women over 40. I think it's because I can relate to them.
With self-confidence being something that Karen has personally struggled with in her life,
I don't want women to feel this way.
one client booked this photo shoot in efforts to help gain her confidence back and find the beauty within her.
I'm over 50, so there's a lot of things like your skin, your weight, you start to compare it to other people who are younger, so every day is sort of a struggle. I want to empower as many women as I can. I feel like this is a God-given talent that was given to me. And yeah, just empower women. 2, 3.
And empower women like Vivian, she does. Vivian feels empowered than she ever has before.
This is why I do what I do.
You know, I'm a mom, I'm a business owner, so oftentimes that, I'm just, walking around, which is a sweatshirt and sweatpants. So seeing all those beautiful pictures definitely give me a confidence boost.
They deserve this experience. They deserve to feel amazing.
Karen has no other future plans and is living the dream, completely content.
This journey has not only empowered other women, but me as well. You know, I just, it feeds my soul, and when you find what you do in life that you're passionate about, it feeds you just like it feeds your clients.
Isn't that beautiful?
Reporting for TV10 News, I'm Elizabeth Ippolito.
Good morning. Oh, thank you.
Tani Lathrop owns Washington Crossing Depot, where she can rent property, one including a parking lot with a fence.
And that's how the giving fence started.
Tani was living with only her husband at the time. She began noticing she had too many coats that at most times she and her husband didn't wear.
Because we had the fence, we put them out with a banner that said free, and people could come and pick them up.
Tani's donations turned into a whole community stepping in to make their own donations as well. Donations that have totaled up to roughly $1,000 a year.
We've been really fortunate to have lots of different groups come and collect. This year, Metcalf Preschool, they made a huge donation last week. Gosh, it's been anywhere from like fitness centers to schools to office buildings.
Tani feels rather satisfied that the community has come full circle to help those during the winter.
This just seems like a good way to exchange those goods anonymously, and coats, hats, gloves, mittens, scarves. You know, these are things that some people have a lot of and then other people need. Oh, that's so nice. Nice and warm. Thank you so much.
It has been 7 years since the last solar eclipse occurred. I had the pleasure of speaking with the president of an extremely passionate team that centers their focus all around astronomy, especially solar eclipses. The Federal Highway Administration anticipates roughly 5 million people will be traveling to see the solar eclipse in totality. Out of those 5 million, it's the Twin Cities amateur astronomers.
Been in the club for 44 years.
That's right. Carl Wenning has been a part of the TCAA for 44 years, a club that was founded in 1960 that specializes in astronomy, a club consisting of men and women with computer programming skills or simply a passionate interest. Carl recently stepped up as group president and is leading a special trip to Southern Illinois.
Our team is heading down over Friday and Saturday. And then when we come back, we're waiting for a full day. We won't leave the site until Tuesday.
He also emphasizes the difference and worthiness of traveling to view the eclipse.
I had people coming up to me after the event. We were at Camp Ondasonk in Southern Illinois, and people were weeping, telling me it was the most beautiful thing since they've seen since the birth of their child. People who've seen totality come back totally shocked and amazed. People who see a partial eclipse go, yeah, that was interesting, but there's a huge difference. It is worth the hassle.
Carl, however, does stress the dangers of traveling to the eclipse and warns others to go into this prepared.
Traffic is a nightmare. And I tell people to be careful as they go into the eclipse zones, because it's kind of like moving into a disaster area. You're going to find people with no gasoline in their cars. Their cell phones don't work because there's too many cell phones in the network. They're going to be running out of food. They'll be running out of water. So anybody going into these zones should be prepared for essentially what seems to be almost like a disaster area.
While there are a lot of safety measures to take into consideration, the solar eclipse is a memorable event you don't want to miss. The next one is expected to happen in August 2044. Reporting for TV10 News, I'm Ippolito.